all you gotta do is like get some chicken or tender, but and then after he's done cooking, you can hold it up like this. See it now? Yeah. And that fish will slide off the bone.
One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome everyone to Orlando, Florida, the Bounce House, home of the UCF Knights. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on another unit from the Big 12, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started.
Yeah, you can have this one.
The Knights will kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Arizona State Sun Devils offense will take the field first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense.
There he goes. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
You see so many offenses these days just throw swing routes to the running back. That's the extension of the run game. Well, that's the play that's the extension of. It's the toss. And when he gets outside, watch out. He can dial up home runs.
And the Sun Devils, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They're going to ride this running back. Running to Green. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
You want to settle everybody in on the road? You want to take the nerves away? Run the football. Really, really good job. The offensive line, they're physical and nasty. They're not nervous. They're not worried about this crowd getting loud. They just want to hit you right in the mouth, and they started the game off with some good physicality.
The Sun Devils just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Arizona State!
And I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had one game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force to be reckoned with.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back.
And how about the philosophy of this team? Aggressive, aggressive, and more aggressive. You got the lead. You're winning, right? And you don't have to kick an onside. But I'm kicking an onside. And they get it. Nice aggressive mindset, and it's rewarded.
The toss to the right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse, Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Well, they're trying to go toss to the field and get that running back out into space to use his speed. But the defense looked like they were already lined up expecting that play, and they force it negative.
The bounce house is rolling here on third down drive. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Got it inside the 10. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
That is an unbelievable play by the offense. Not only do you convert third down, not only do you convert third and long, but you're getting an explosive play that now sets you up on the opponent's goal line, first and goal. Wow.
And the Sun Devils in the hurry up. On second and goal, they go right back to it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The last two plays have gone backwards. Can they salvage the drive by converting on third and goal? Looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils. Fitted in the window for the score.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. So UCF's offense will go to work for the first time. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one, Dave.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at him. There's
and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got his man. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And the try is no good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Slithers into space. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long. Now you're set up to fail.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So after the break, they'll go back to work. The give to the back. Fighting off the defender. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12.
Oh, he's got, look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
The Sun Devils have their offense in high gear. Trying to get the edge on the right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Arizona State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling like that.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll run the toss. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards, down at 12.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Off play action. Under fire. He's taking the shot. Snags it at the 30 and still running. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Pass interference. Defense.
The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. Ready up. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. He's got it again. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The running back has it. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment beat. Dang, you talk about home field advantage? Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the 2nd quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to fire. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and forever, let's test his arm strength.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Fair catch will be made just inside his own 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Arizona State! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Punt is in the air. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Delay of game. Offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action on first down. Finds his big tight end. The offense will quickly use the timeout.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The play action fake. Unloads it downfield. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Quarterback may change this route. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Lofts one high and deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, 1 half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Orlando. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys just down the road from our EA Sports studios at the Bounce House.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Nothing went right in that first half, in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern?
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
The defense is just killing it. Success after success after success. If I'm the offense, I got to change something up, or my quarterback's going to be forced to change because he's going to be in the injury tent.
The Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Here's the pressure. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Knights line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. A long way to go for this offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking for a huge play. Makes the grab on the left side. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. And the Sun Devils want to move quickly.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Touchdown, Sun Devils! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And that's why you've got a lot of receivers on your hands team. Guys, the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on that.
The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. The Knights lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll run the sneak for it. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Man, I like the call. 3rd and inches, I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall forward, but this defense more than ready for the quarterback sneak.
Now, I think as a play caller, that just makes you second-guess everything. You'd love to think you can just dial up QB sneak to pick up that 1st down. Now, you're probably going to have to hand it off to the big fella behind you to keep this drive going.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. UCF offense ready to go back to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
He lobs one high down the left side. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. The Knights will punt this one away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught at the 25. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Another sack on the day. This offense has to do something different. Maybe bring in more bodies, run max protection, keep more guys in the block, only send a couple guys out to run pass patterns. You got to.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. The 40. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. This offense has it with really good field position. Here's the handoff. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2. The 30.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
To the ground with the back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets the give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
The Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe
Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pack.
He'll take a shot. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to...
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready. And they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking downfield on first down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. The Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Had to hurry the punt a bit, but gets great distance. They're going to mark this one at the 15.
And these punt returners want to make big plays, but man, oh man, did he make a big mistake. Flipping the field position, defense flying in on him, and he did not secure the football in that play.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Might be changing the route. They'll try to get outside. Oh, he's got a chance. Turning it on. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Tulsa is in front. They've answered the bell today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 5 over Sam Houston. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the pass is broken up incomplete, but wait, there's more. Flag on the field, and it might be against the offense. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Handoff from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Got it in the middle at C. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Yeah, he was able to make one guy miss, but he had to make 2 in order to pick up that first down. It was a nice individual effort, just not enough.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this.
Trying to beat the D deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. Snags it inside the 20. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Toss sweep to the left. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
I got to say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
And everybody's got different philosophies. Some people kick onside every single time. You go for the big play, try to create some momentum for your team, but they failed. A nice job covering the kick, seeing the football off the kicker's foot, securing it, getting on the ground, and making sure your offense retains the football.
Fires to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He makes the fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism, but man, he probably wanted to at least save a few yards of field position. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day. And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock. And the Sun Devils are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Here comes the hurry up. Use the play fake, now to throw. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
They'll run play action. Lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to